There are over 30,000 on-site sewage systems, or septic tanks, in Clark County. Similar to a wastewater treatment plant, septic systems trap solids and organics before discharging wastewater. Septic tanks range from the standard gravity feed to the more advanced alternative systems. Which type depends on the soils and seasonal groundwater table at the site.
Septic systems should have a septic tank, which is where the solids are trapped, and then you have a drain field where the soil acts as a filter to remove pathogens, bacteria, and viruses and purify the water before discharging groundwater.
To protect public health and groundwater, and in accordance with the state strengthening requirements, Clark County updated the septic code in 2007. One substantial change was in the frequency of operations and maintenance inspections of septic systems, also called O&M.
It used to be every system, didn't matter what the technology was, needed an operation and maintenance inspection every 4 years. The Department of Health with stakeholders, with industry, got together back in 06 and 07 and said, wait a minute, some of these more advanced systems, the systems that use aerobic treatment where they inject oxygen into the system, they use UV for disinfection, the sand filters, the sand mounds, these more advanced technologies need more operation and maintenance than every 4 years. So the first thing they looked at was yearly operation and maintenance for the alternative, more advanced systems, and then looked at the gravity systems and said, you know, what we're seeing is every 3 years for these systems.
To educate septic system owners, installers, and O&M specialists on the changes to the code, the county enhanced the on-site septic program. A unique element to the program is the annual certification of O&M specialists. To do this, Clark County public staff conduct educational workshops on process and procedure for septic system inspections.
But they're going to check how thick your scum and your sludge is, and when that gets to a certain level, depending on the size of the tank, we're going to say, hey, it needs to be pumped because you've got too much sludge and scum in there. We don't have enough liquid for settability. That's the basic thing they do. They also look in the tank to make sure it's not leaking, that it's not cracked, that the baffles that keep the solids and grease from going out in that drain field, that they're intact, that they're properly working.
With the stepping up of inspections, O&M specialists are able to identify and can often correct potential problems. Early detection prevents septic system failures, which can save property owners money while protecting human health and groundwater.
They'll tell you, hey, you're really close, or I think we can get you another year, or nope, it needs to be pumped. And those reports get submitted all to public health online. So we see those reports and we work with the homeowner, but it's important if it's due for pumping to get that pumped, because you don't want those solids and the grease to get out in that drain field and clog it up, because then you're going to have to replace that drain field, and that's very expensive.
As a result of the online reporting submitted by O&M specialists, Public Health has a database of inspected septic systems. When there are system problems, staff can follow up with property owners to ensure deficiencies are corrected.
The septic tank's a living organism is the way to look at it. So if you're dumping chemicals, such as straight bleach, pipe cleaner chemicals, those are very negative on a septic tank. They're going to kill the bacteria that are good in the septic tank that are doing the processes we want, that biological process. Also, coffee grounds are pretty tough on septic system. Eggshells, fats, oils, and grease, they fill up that tank a lot quicker, and a lot of times they're more suspended, so that we have a fear that they're going to get out into that soil drain field. So you don't want to use your septic tank as a trash tank.
Because a septic system is buried, it is a good idea that property owners know the location of the tank and drain field. A good resource for properly maintaining a septic system can be found on the On-Site Septic Program webpage. This site contains a host of information for understanding and maintaining a septic system.
The mission of this program, first and foremost, is to protect the homeowner's investment. That means we want these systems working. If these systems are working properly, then we're going to protect our most precious resource, which is our groundwater. In Clark County, 98% of our water, our drinking water, comes from the ground. So if we're contaminating our groundwater, that's going to be a huge impact on our drinking water. And then thirdly, it's very important that we protect human public health from exposure to sewage.
For their efforts to protect public health, groundwater, and property owners' investment, all those involved in the On-Site Septic Program receive this month's Our Personal Best. For more information, visit the county's website at www.clark.wa.gov/public-health/septic or call 397-8428.